Welcome geniuses, I'm Genie, your best buddy for A-levels. In this channel, we'll bring you to explore the secret formula behind success.
Hi, welcome back. Every time after we learn one small subtopic, we will be tackling MCQ questions to learn further, okay? All right, so now I prepared like 3 MCQ for indirect taxes here in order to just learn together with you. Now the first question, if you need more time to answer the question, as what I said before, you can always pause the video, yeah? Now the diagram shows the effect of placing unit tax equals AB. Okay, when they say equals AB on goods, remember, find out what is the original Q, what is the new Q, step 1. So this is new Q, and they already mentioned AB, right? So therefore AB, write down the information, this is actually tax per unit. And second step, as you know, the change in market price will show you the tax incidence on consumer. So again, you need to deduce this kind of information. This is the original equilibrium, this is your new equilibrium. Therefore, this is your original price, this is your new price. Change in market price shows you incidence on consumer. Thus, the remaining will be the incidence on producer. So this whole area, E, F, G, B, all right? E, G, B, F, E, F, G, B, this is the answer because the question is asking for the tax paid by producer, all right? So this will be the first question. Now look at the second question. I prepared you a table. The table shows the demand and supply schedule for goods before and after imposition of tax. In order to do this question, I would like to share with you 2 different methods. Yeah, the best method in tackling multiple choice question is if the particular question you can solve with a diagram, it is always good to draw a diagram. Then you will be very sure of your answer. Now, let's look at the diagram first. Okay, and we have quantity supplied before tax, quantity supplied after tax. If you observe the diagram, if you observe the table, there's one thing like a bit special is your quantity demanded is always 340, okay? So you can tell where it is a perfectly inelastic demand, okay? Now, and next, guys, we place quantity supplied before tax. Okay, you just put S. What do you need to do next? You need to find out what is this point. What is the equilibrium point before tax? And what is the equilibrium price before tax? Okay, so equilibrium means when QD equals QS. Okay, quantity is 340, no change, since your demand is a vertical line. Originally, your price is 16. Now, when tax is imposed, your supply curve will shift left. Okay, and we need to base on the new quantity supplied with quantity demanded to find out your new equilibrium price. So 340, the price is 19 now. Okay, then we follow the steps. At your new equilibrium quantity, since now your new and old quantity is also the same, so this is your Q. Okay, and find out the vertical distance between 2 supply curves. That is your tax per unit. So you can see it's 3. And guys, I would like to continue a little bit more. The next step is to identify the change in market price. You will realize that this time round, the change in market price is exactly equals your tax per unit, right? It shows that all tax incidents fall on consumers, okay? Under extreme cases like perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, perfectly elastic supply, perfectly inelastic supply, all the tax and subsidy will fall entirely either on producers or on consumers. So bear in mind, yeah, okay? This is the first way that I would like to share with you. Okay, now I would like to share with you the second method of handling this kind of question. Okay, going back to the indirect taxes video, we know that the supply shows the willingness and ability to supply any amount. So let's say I get like 290 as an example. Originally, before tax, firms are willing to supply 290 at 15 bucks. Now, after tax is imposed, you just need to find out to supply the same quantity, firms is now asking for how much? So 290, do you see that? So firms is now asking for 18. Therefore, the vertical distance between two supply curves is your tax per unit. Okay, this is the second method that I would like to share with you. All right, so now let's look at the last question. The last question is slightly more challenging, require a little bit more time to think about it. You know, we need to circle all the keyword, yeah. They say government remove, a tax is removed. Okay, when a tax is removed, you know that this is your original supply curve, this is your new supply curve, therefore they give you S and S1. And they ask you, how is it affect government tax revenue? So you need to go back to the quantity with tax and identify the vertical distance between two supply curves to find out how much is the tax per unit. Okay, so at this 40 units, the tax per unit is 20 minus 15, 5, right? So government tax revenue loss will be 40 units multiplied by $5 per unit. So government tax revenue reduced by 200. The answer is either C or D. Then they say, what happened to consumer expenditure? Then we just need to find out when tax is imposed, what is consumer's expenditure after tax is removed? What is consumer's expenditure? Okay, so then we go back to the diagram, yeah? When tax is imposed, the consumers consume 40 units and then at the price of 20. So 40 multiplied by 20, okay, which is 800. After tax is removed, consumers consume 60 at the price of 18. So 18 multiplied by 60, which is if I'm not wrong, 1040. Okay. Therefore, from here to here, consumer expenditure increased by 280. So the answer is C. That's all for the multiple choice discussion for indirect taxes. If you have any other multiple choice questions that you don't quite understand, you can actually just post a request below the video and then we will look into it. All right, see you next round. Thank you very much.
That's all for today's video. If you're interested in more genuine sharing by other geniuses, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, ding dong. Also, if you're struggling with one or two past year questions and the mark scheme just doesn't seem to help, Genie has got you covered. Feel free to let us know what question it is by filling in the Google form linked in the description below. GenieUs Hub will get genius teachers to fulfill your request for the solution. Genie will see you next time. Bye-bye.